Revelation 2557. From the 21st of November 1942. Time after the disaster. Strength and help from God. World events continue to take their course, but in a completely different way. Divine will turns it around, because human will does not do so, and the battle, which was conjured up by unkindness on a large scale, would never come to an end. There is only a short time left, and during this time unkindness will increase many times over. That is, the most unbelievable cruelties will take place, and people will take little offense at it because they only ever consider the earthly effect and affirm it. Countless people will come into adversity and misery and need God but will not find the path to God. Instead they will nourish hatred within themselves and repay evil with evil. And therefore an event is planned which will not leave anyone unscathed, where God expresses himself. Everyone will be affected, each in a different way. Everyone will be torn out of their usual life and will have to use their utmost strength to control the great misery in order to make life bearable. But life will go on for those to whom God leaves life. But it will become a burden for many people who are not in contact with God, for only such a contact makes life on earth still bearable. What people will experience is inconceivable, for the natural disaster through which God expresses himself is so immense that it signifies a single work of destruction and is the temporal end for many people. And the survivors will initially be incapable of helping and yet feel compelled to do so because the disaster is so great that anyone who is not entirely unloving will feel compassion within himself. For it is necessary to bring help to all the unfortunate. It is partly the instinct of self-preservation which determines people to move and be active, and the strength of faith will also make people able to accomplish the most difficult work. But the unbelievers will torment themselves unspeakably, for they lack strength and the immense work requires it. The hardship will be great and yet bearable with God's help. And therefore the path shall be shown to people beforehand so that they will enter it when they are in need. World events are still going on, people are still making plans and thinking of a better future. And everything will turn out differently than they expect. What still stands today can fall or experience the greatest changes. And human will can do nothing but turn to the Father and Creator in faithful trust and commend itself to His grace. For God is willing to help if only He is called upon. And life can only continue in a bearable way after severe suffering with divine support if the human being does not want to sink into extreme unkindness and gain unjustified relief by taking advantage of his fellow human beings. God's love warns them beforehand and shows them the right path to lead His children through the coming difficult time. And no one needs to be afraid or think of the time with fear if he has profound faith and stands in love. And therefore strive for strong faith and remain active in love, and you will lead earthly life to its end, for you will never lack strength if you sincerely request it from God. Amen.